So today's an iPhone day. We have the release of the iPhone SE 2. I have one right in front of me. I'm getting ready to unbox it, but I didn't pick up not only one iPhone SE, but I picked up two. Not two. I picked up all the colors. So here are all the colors of the iPhone SE 2020. And let's start off with this one. So this is the first time in history on this channel that I picked up all the iPhone colors, well, for iPhone model. We have the product red. Now the product red, you're doing a good cause by getting the product red iPhone. Okay, and I just gotta say, wow, it's amazing seeing all the iPhone colors here. This is probably gonna be my favorite color because not only you're putting the proceeds to COVID-19, you're doing this for a good cause, but I think this is just my favorite color because it's just flashy. Let's open up with this one, my favorite color first. So on the back, I picked up the 64GB model. On the side, you have iPhone. So whatever color iPhone you got is going to reflect on the side. The silver one is going to be silver. And the space gray, or the black, I should say, is going to be black. So this one here is going to be red. You have the red Apple logo. Okay, we got designed by Apple in California. Okay, we have some, do we have Apple stickers? Yes, we do. We got white standard Apple stickers. And then this is the new iPhone SE. And I gotta tell you guys, very, very small and compact, but it still packs a punch because it has that A13 chip. And look at that red. You guys see that? Whew! Man. Okay, inside the box we got your standard stuff. I mean, you got your charger, you know, 5-watt, your AirPods, your charger. This does support fast charge too. Wow, this might be one of the best values in tech, honestly. And then we got the black. It'll be nice to give us, like, you know, the colors. So the white one be white, and the black one have like black cables, and the red one with red cables. That would be sick. But yeah. Wait, hold on. Let me clean up my area a little bit. All this plastic. Ah, my OCD. Alright, so I switched the camera angle so we can see this a little bit more clearly. So this is the OG iPhone. This is taking the iPhone 8's body and put it in the guts of the iPhone 11, 11 Pro, 11 Pro Max. So yeah, so you get an affordable price of $399. You get an A13 chip, and you have that good old Touch ID, especially what's going on right now. Touch ID is very, very valuable. So right now we gotta wear masks to protect ourselves from COVID-19. And yeah, having this Touch ID is a little bit more valuable than Face ID right now. And yes, okay, so you have a True Tone display. That's definitely good. So Apple didn't remove that feature. So it just adapts to the light. And yeah, now we're finally here. So this is the iPhone SE. Apple's most affordable iPhone yet. 3D Touch is gone, so there's no 3D Touch. You just have haptic touch. Alright guys, so I downloaded a couple of apps. Only just Instagram, YouTube, and Geekbench. Max brightness. Pretty loud. It's not the loudest in the world compared to my 11 Pro Max, of course, but to be a budget phone, $399, that's not bad. At least you have dual speakers. Okay, so testing out Instagram, successfully logged in. And as you guys can see, you can browse through Instagram with no problems. And also it's very, very snappy. No lag whatsoever. This has the A13 chip, so this is not going to be lagging anytime soon. And most importantly, you're going to have most of the software updates. I would say a good 5 years, 6 years. So that's one of the things of buying an iPhone. You're going to get that support. Also, this phone is splash water and dust resistant, so it's IP67. Also with the cameras, you have a 12 megapixel camera on the rear. And of course, you only have one single camera. But it does take portrait shots, which is pretty cool. And it has a 1.8 aperture. So I am going to do a camera test, so make sure you guys subscribe if you're new around here if you guys want to see that video. And also with the video recording, you can record up to 4K 60 frames per second. So yeah, so this is new, so you can take a quick take. So when you're taking a photo, oh, let me take this video. You just press and hold, and you can lock it on the side, and now you're recording video. So it's very, very easy, very, very fast to record video instead of swiping, and then you just want to take that quick moment, oop, recording. And you let go and stop recording. That's definitely good. But getting into the video side, you can't change the resolutions. Oh yeah, you can. Wow, that threw me off. So you can change the resolutions on the top right corner. Now the front facing camera has a 7 megapixel shooter. The aperture is 2.2 aperture. So if I flip this around, you guys are going to see me. I need a haircut bad. You can take some portrait shots. So if I go into portrait mode, you can take some portrait selfies or using the rear. So yeah, very capable iPhone here, man. And of course you have that retina flash that's not left out here. So basically what that means, I could turn on the flash on the front facing camera. So I could turn that on, and it's super duper bright. And it's going to be like, it's like having the flash on. Now the battery life is a little on the low side, just because it is taken from the iPhone 8. It should last about the same as an iPhone 8, but this has a tiny milliamp battery. I forgot the exact. It's like 1,800. It's super duper low. I keep on mentioning the A13 chip is really the true story of this phone, and that leads me to believe that this is one of the best value iPhones that you can buy. You know, for your grandma, for the kids, or maybe you just need a backup phone. This is the phone to get. And it looks gorgeous. Of course, it has that wireless charge, a glass back. Be careful with that glass back though. And of course you have the sides aluminium, and of course you don't have no headphone jack. That jacks me up. You got your volume up and down buttons on the side, your mute switch, which is definitely handy if you want to quickly mute your phone. Now before I even go, I just want to do some quick little comparisons. So I have an iPhone 10 here. So this is the classic silver color, and this is just white. So you guys can see the silver has like a cloudy look to it, and the white is just so super duper clean. And yeah, so think of this as like the 10R or the iPhone 11. It's pretty much the same exact white. So yeah, just giving you guys a side-by-side comparison between the two. And of course the sides are totally different. So you have that stainless steel in the iPhone 10 versus aluminum. Honestly, some people might like the aluminum better because throughout time the stainless steel is going to scratch up, but you can polish it up if you get some polishing cream, and it's going to look good as new. But I just didn't take the time out to do so. I might even make a dedicated video just talking about this scuffing on the side and on how to, you know, clean it up. Now, fun little fact, honestly, if you're coming from the iPhone 10, which I think this is more of a downgrade, it's pretty much the same exact size, or the iPhone 10 is taller, but it's pretty identical sizes pretty much. Even the width is very, very similar. So comparing it to my 11 Pro Max, here's the black iPhone SE, and the iPhone 11 Pro Max is a certified beast. You see those 3 triple lens cameras set up on the back? Yeah, the screen, definitely a night and day difference. Then to get with Face ID, and yeah. But that would be really cool though, to see an SE one of these days with frosted glass back. You know, that would be really cool. But I guess we gotta wait another 5 to 10 years to see that. Overall, the SE is a perfect phone if you need a secondary iPhone, or if you want to buy an iPhone for your grandma or for the kids. This is a great budget iPhone right here. $399, that's a steal. You're getting the A13 chip. You're getting a kick-ass camera. Oh yeah, you got that stereo microphone. So yeah, this is a great deal. Even the iPhone 10 doesn't have stereo microphone. So stereo microphones basically means it's gonna be a higher quality for video recording. The only con I can think of is Apple not releasing an SE Plus. I think that would fly off shelves, because my brother have an iPhone 8 Plus and he don't want to transition to the newer iPhones. So the SE Plus would have been perfect, but that's going to be delayed until next year, 2021, according to the leaks and rumors. So yeah, we're going to have to wait next year to see the SE Plus. Alright guys, that pretty much concludes my unboxing / review of the SE 2020. Stay tuned for the review, stay tuned for the camera test, and until next time guys, have a simple day, stay clean, stay safe. Peace.